He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet confidence about him, a natural mix of charm, depth, and screen magnetism that drew people in. Kadir Doğulu didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He carved his own lane, transforming early modeling success into a steadily evolving and emotionally grounded acting career. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Kadir Doğulu was born on April 19, 1982, in Mersin, Turkey. Long before television sets and leading roles, his life followed a grounded and practical path. He worked various jobs in his early years, experiences that shaped his discipline, humility, and understanding of real-life struggles, qualities that would later add realism to his performances. His entry into the public eye began through modeling, where his calm presence and distinctive look quickly stood out. His acting journey gained momentum in the early 2010s, but it was his role as Masset in the romantic drama Fatih Harbay that marked a major turning point. The series brought him widespread recognition and established him as a romantic lead capable of balancing passion with emotional restraint. Audiences connected with his sincerity, while industry professionals began to see his long-term potential. Rather than remaining limited to romantic roles, Kadir consciously expanded his range. He took on more psychologically layered and dramatic characters in projects such as Matizim Yüzyıl, Kozum, Vuslat, and later Askin Terrify, where he explored themes of identity, conflict, and personal transformation. Each project reflected growth, showing an actor willing to evolve rather than repeat what once worked. Kadir's approach to roles reflects intentional choice. He gravitates toward characters with emotional complexity and internal journeys, prioritizing depth over instant popularity. This balance has helped him remain relevant as audience expectations and industry trends continue to shift. Off-screen, Kadir's public image blends warmth with restraint. He maintains an approachable presence while avoiding unnecessary exposure, allowing his work to remain the main focus. His collaborations with brands and public appearances are selective, aligning with his preference for authenticity. His lifestyle mirrors his philosophy. He values balance, mental clarity, and personal development, often emphasizing self-awareness and emotional well-being. This grounded approach supports both his creative output and long-term consistency. Kadir's influence extends beyond acting alone. Through social platforms and interviews, he is known for thoughtful perspectives on life, creativity, and relationships, which further strengthens his connection with audiences. As his international visibility continues through global streaming platforms, his estimated net worth reflects steady earnings from television projects, endorsements, and long-term collaborations, built gradually rather than through sudden hype. What truly sets Kadir Doğulu apart is emotional sincerity. He brings calm intensity and realism to his characters, allowing audiences to see vulnerability without exaggeration. That subtlety defines his screen presence. As of 2026, Kadir Doğulu stands not only as a recognizable leading actor, but as a symbol of steady growth and emotional authenticity in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something quietly striking about her, a rare mix of softness, intelligence, and screen presence that naturally drew attention. Alina Boz didn't simply step into Turkish entertainment. She built her place with patience and precision, transforming early promise into one of the most refined acting journeys of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Alina Boz was born on June 14, 1998, in Moscow, Russia, and later moved to Turkey at a young age. Growing up between cultures, she developed a unique perspective and emotional awareness that would later shape her performances. Long before major sets and leading roles, she was drawn to language, expression, and storytelling, studying acting while balancing education and early auditions. Her acting journey began with supporting roles in television series, gradually building experience and visibility. Early projects such as Caesar Hemsire and Paramparka introduced her to audiences, but it was her role as Hazal in Paramparka that marked her first major breakthrough. The performance showcased her ability to portray emotional conflict and vulnerability well beyond her age, earning critical attention and a growing fan base. Rather than being boxed into one image, Alina continued to expand her range. She took on leading roles in projects like Elemi Bayrakma, where she carried a long-running drama with emotional consistency, and later delivered darker, more complex performances in series such as Marasli and Burperi Masali. Each role reflected a deliberate step forward, revealing an actress focused on depth rather than repetition. Alina's approach to acting is defined by selectivity. She chooses characters that challenge her psychologically and emotionally, often gravitating towards stories centered on identity, resilience, and inner transformation. This careful decision-making has allowed her to mature on screen while maintaining credibility with both audiences and industry professionals. Off-screen, Alina's public image blends elegance with restraint. She maintains a calm, composed presence, avoiding unnecessary exposure while remaining active in fashion and brand collaborations. Her refined style and international appeal have made her a frequent choice for high-profile campaigns, while her brand partnerships remain aligned with her understated image. Her lifestyle reflects balance and focus. She values privacy, personal growth, and creative preparation, often stepping back from the spotlight between projects. This measured pace supports long-term consistency rather than short-lived hype. Alina's influence continues to grow beyond Turkish television. With strong international viewership through global streaming platforms and a steadily expanding social media presence, she has become one of the most recognizable young faces in modern Turkish drama. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from acting and endorsements, built gradually through strategic career choices. What truly sets her apart is emotional subtlety. She brings quiet intensity to her characters, allowing silence, expression, and restraint to speak as loudly as dialogue. That understated strength defines her performances and distinguishes her in a competitive industry. As of 2026, Alina Boz stands not only as a leading actress of her generation, but as a symbol of controlled growth, artistic discipline, and quiet confidence in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.